Manchester United fans. It's me again, a loyal Manchester United fan. So the topic that has been circulating after the manager topic is Manchester United midfield. The number six role because Casemiro will be losing. It will be a great loss. But looking at his age, it will look for something different at this aspect of his career, And there are although some people say he has been shaky, but he provides goals, important goals which are hard to replace. But United have lined up replacement, for Casemiro, which are the likes of Sandro Tonali, Carlos Baleba, Elliot Anderson, Alex Scott, Angelo Stiller, Tyler Adams, and Joao Gomez. So today we are going to be talking about all of those, all of those targets and their, advantages, what they could bring and their disadvantages, be it cost or injuries. The first one is obvious. Elliot Anderson. You know, Forest could be 18, but they will have been 20 without him. Sorry, 17. They are 17, but they will have been 20 without Elliot Anderson because he creates chances. To get the tempo of the games. I've watched him against Liverpool. They won Liverpool 3-0. Omo against Gravenberch and McAllister and Zoboslai. He posed the midfield. And also our 2-2 draw against Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. He also boasts the midfield. So the eye test, no more test again. It's good. For those of you that have watched it, for those of you who don't not rely on data that you want to see with your own eyes, you should watch those matches. The eye test matter and it's no longer doing. The second thing is that Man City are all over him. So reports say Man City have already done the leg work. It's only after the World Cup, they'll pay the money and he'll be there. But some reports say no. And if Manchester United will go for him, cost at least 80 to 100 million. So, but he'll be a bargain signing. He's young, I think 34 or something like that. So he'll be a good signing. The second one obviously is Sandro Tonali, my favorite one. If you could sign Tonali, when you're talking about Tonali, another one. Another midfielder or maybe Joao Gomez or somebody, anyone. If you can bring Tonali, I believe he will compete for the league. Because he's 26, he's experienced, he's won the league with AC Milan. But the problem is Newcastle demand a lot of money. That's it. Maybe this kind of money, and I don't think Manchester United could afford that. They will not collect upward of 70 million. They will not collect it. They will reject the bid. 100 to 120. That's what Newcastle will want from Sandro Tonali. But he's not injury prone. He's a reliable player. I think Manchester United definitely have to go for it. After Anderson and Tonali, I think maybe the next option is Odomorton. He's also reliable, but he's young. Some people might say I've not played, many games, but still, so these three, Manchester United, Manchester midfielders, those three are, one of the best options on the list. Wharton, Tonali, and Elliot Anderson. Those three are one of the best options. You can get two, one. It will be your midfield will be good. Also, the third one is Adam Wharton. He's good on the ball. He's very, very good on the ball. He's an elite passer. He's what we call an orchestrator, passer from deep. He's a very, very good passer. And also, he tries to tackle, but he's not good at it. He's not the physical type of midfielder, but he tries to pass sometimes. He tries to tackle sometimes. When he's learning, it is an aspect of the game, that he can improve on. And also, he might not be that cost 17 million, and you might have at the bottom in your team because Palace are not they haven't cut price, but I think upward of 70 million will be a fraud, will be a scam. So it's also one of the cheapest option on the list. But the Tonali and Elliot Anderson will cost upwards of 100 million. The next option on the list is Carlos Baleba. And as a Manchester United fan, I don't want to sign another African player because a pivotal part of your squad will be leaving for the AFCON in the most crucial part of the season. I think yes, crucial part of the season we'll be leaving, and we'll be having no midfielder, no white player in Amad Diallo, and also white player in Brandon Boom. The wing will be gone, and also the midfield, options for the midfield will be thin. So I think Manchester United should not go for Carlos Baleba. This season also has been shaky, but the season before the previous two seasons, he's been good. But this season, I don't know what's wrong. There is a dip in his form. But I think he's a good player, not great obviously. There is potential, but he everything anything from Brighton is cost. Brighton will try to cash out, like they did with Casado. Casado is good, but I don't think Baleba is up to the level of Moses Casado. So I don't advise Manchester United going for Carlos Baleba. The next one is Alex Scott. He's very, very good. I've watched him several times. He's very, very He's my brother's, favorite midfielder in the Premier League. He's very, very good. And also 70 mil, you can get Alex Scott. Because Bournemouth are not looking to sell him and they might just cash him because they are also I don't think the ambition is less. The ambition is just to stay in the Premier League, maybe push for Europe, and then he's a good player, and I really rate him. He's one of the cheapest option there. Angelo Stiller from Stuttgart is also there. 40 to 50 mil, you can have him. He's also an orchestrator. He's building the physical aspect of the game. Also a good player. I would love to have him. He's also one of the cheapest option there. And Tyler Adams, very injury prone. I don't advise Manchester to go for him. 40 million, you can get him, but Captain America, but injury prone player. No. So I think that's all. Who do you think Manchester United should sign? Let me know in the comment section. Because we really need midfielders, and midfielders are important aspect of the game because without midfielders you get overrun. Peace.